How's everybody doing today? We're in the shop today. There was kind of screwed up stuff going on out in the woods. They didn't have to have me, so I stayed in here in the shop and we're working on this girl again. So, yeah, and if you remember correctly, this is the one that's tried to smash my finger. Remember everyone was worried about my finger years ago? I tried to rip the end of my finger off? Yeah, it got stuck. I put it in a hole and shouldn't have. Maybe it was this one. I don't know. Anyways, I'm all good, but this having a problem here with this shaft. So it kind of that's boogered up now and it needs to be fixed. So we're going to straighten this up today, and we're going to straighten up a little bit of that action. And we have some serious problems with this here, a new one of these. That one was junk. There's supposed to be a piece that connected, but it was junk, so that's getting fixed. That's not what you're supposed to use in there, but that wasn't my call. Anyways, so we're fixing that, and we got oh yeah, that's still good. So we just need the collar there, and here's what we got going in there. Have we made a video about this? I think we have. We got another feed before, so we're gonna get another feed wheel in her. This pretty one here, and get that thrown in there, and that's how it's supposed to look. But that'll work better with that collar. It's not gonna slip. And then we're gonna fix her up so she's not sliding back and forth, which was the problem before. And it's a little wider, so when you put a tree in there, if you hit an angle, it kind of slide the feed wheel that way about an inch, and it keeps sliding back and forth, and you can see the wear in that from it sliding. And then once it slides back and forth, it knocks your collar off because your collar hits your bearing, and then it pushes it off and pops your keyway out. That's not a keyway, but it pops your keyway out, and then it falls off. Then you can't get a wood through it because that's not turning because your chain fell off. But yeah, so we're gonna try to fix that right today. Then we gotta get new screens on that one in the V12. And then, as you can tell, we're working on the air conditioning. That when we had it redone, it was all together, and then it got pulled off, and it got lost in between here and there. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? One of those things. So that's what's going on today. We're gonna fix this thing. I need to look in there at the chain. And I probably won't do knives in here at the shop. I'll probably wait till we get outside. But I need to work on, we just got that long hose fixed, and we're gonna put a new hose in there, but this time we're gonna cut it in half and splice it so it's not a 40 or 20 foot long hose that goes from here up under the cab. So it'll be a little easier to change. Need to fix this. This thing actually runs good, but I don't got no juice going to it, so I gotta get the juice. I don't know if the starter still works. This I'm just coming back to me right now. It might not work, but we gotta get this working. And you can tell by the exhaust, she's been on here for a while, but that compressor, when it ran really, really, really good. So kind of impressed by the Puma. So we're just working on it, getting it all tuned in. Josh is chipping with the new chipper, and yeah, pan looks good in this girl. So we'll get this thing dialed in. One little thing that needs to be done too is that little collar right there is off, and it runs on that shaft. I'm sorry. And it just tingles and tingles and tingles, and you can hear it. I can hear it up in the cab. It drives me nuts. But the other trick is this. She has officially come in, and she's starting to get work done. So yeah, this old girl's getting her done. He cut the bolts off for the little motor. Log truck, once he gets done for the day, is going to come in, pick the boom up, get the boom off it, and then pick this motor up off from here and start going over everything. That's the one thing about that motor, is that can be picked up right off from here with no belts on it. So rip it off, start working on this old girl. And yeah, she needs some love. But as you can tell, the cab's gone. We'll go into the shop and look at that. They got the cab off it. Got the cab fixed up. But that's the top of this baby with the hoods off her. You got your two side feed wheels, your horizontal ones there. Them all are rebuilt feed wheels, and we're all brand new teeth in those, and you can tell there's a brand new bolts. So those two are already all done. There's certain stuff on it that's fixed, and certain stuff that has to be fixed. So yeah, that's what's going on. This thing is getting redone, and it's officially been started, which is kind of exciting. And she needs a V12 that's getting redone, but that will probably get put on that one that's over there. The one that's in the shop will probably get put on that one, and then that one needs some serious love, and then that one will get put on this one. So that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, it's exciting. See this stuff come back to her. So he's gonna get he wants to get some tires put on that before he pulls all this stuff off. Then he's gonna extend the conveyor out. He wants tires on there before he does that, because you don't want, after you get that off, all the weight off, you don't want all your weight sticking out here with them tires on there. A little added security. But the old girl is officially getting worked on, and there's a John Deere getting worked on. Story of, yep, anywho. Oh, so there's the cab getting redone. She's been all redone, man. It's nice. This one will be better than the one that's out in the woods, or the one that's out in the woods. The one that's on that one, because I broke that. Had to add that strip in there because the door's not right, because I hit it with the skidder. And this one will actually shut like it's supposed to and be way nicer. So you can tell they rewelded the hinges on there. They straightened out the back a little bit. That was a little busted up. Just some little cosmetic stuff. But this did have the big heavy-duty grates in there for the windshield, which aren't really that necessary. So we got those out so you can see something now. And yeah, she's coming to life. Getting her all welded up. It's looking good. It's looking real good. But yeah, she's got some work done to her, which is nice. Coming together, the most important part. There's a windshield for it there. Yeah, anything. Just fixing stuff. Now there's your box. It's gonna get all rewired. But yeah, today's this day's project to get work done. Josh said it needs knives and chain, all that. There's our block we put on. That's still working good. That's a good thing. But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of fixing up on this thing. Hopefully get her dialed in a little better. If we can get this thing, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot to get this thing up and going. I need that working. I need to have an air compressor working on this thing. Other than that, just a few little things. But the feed wheel is kind of the most important thing. I want to get that feed wheel set in there and solid in there so it doesn't move, and knock that off. Because if you didn't have that problem, that's really slowed us down. I ran a load without that thing working, and it's just like, I mean, the time and the stress just will absolutely drive you bonkers. So yeah, if we can get that working, that feed wheel working right, that'll be better. And Couple little things. There's no bolt in that hole. That pin's falling out up there. We got to put that back in there. Yeah, I just need to check things over, make sure everything's working good, but it's coming together slowly. This is way better than it was before, and we do a little fixings here today. Everybody's working good together on it. They're all eating lunch. Everybody's working good, getting along, getting stuff done. So that's kind of what's going on today. We're gonna fix this girl up. Maybe I'll come back at the end of the day and we'll show you exactly how far we've come along. Come on this thing. But it's coming along just fine. And the old sister sitting out there. A matter of time. Matter of time. We're done. It's Friday. Everybody's taking off. Feed wheels installed. And we're working on something else there. We're coming up with ideas. Yeah. Yep, I can do that. Yep, you're welcome. And so we got her in there. This is all put back together. I only just put a new grease hose on there for that bearing that's back in there. There wasn't one there. I didn't get to my chain today like I needed to. She's wore out in there. We'll work on that on Monday. Got some stuff rounded up. We got a new hose that went from here all the way up to the valve bank up there. Got new screens on the radiators. Air conditioning's in the works. That's kind of a up in the air deal what exactly to do there. Working on this girl here. She'll run. We're just getting a starter for it. So it just works out real nice. You can jump her down there with the batteries. Working on that. Just getting it rounded up. But yeah, there was a couple hooks up here for the air hoses, but they hit Jeremy in the head a couple times, so we got rid of them. I never used them anyways. When we're moving the chipper, we just throw them up in there. You know what I mean? I don't have to. When you had them up there, you had to actually walk up there and hang them up there and blah blah. Forget that. That's too much work. And yeah, she's coming together. Oh, we got a new T-handle. Look at, I painted that myself. That's special built for pulling rods out of the flail drum. So yeah, that's what we got done today. This girl's little bits here and little bits there, but that's what we're looking at there. Doesn't that look pretty? Looks like it's supposed to. Hopefully she all holds together, but I think it will. We're designing her a little bit differently, changing her up.